A huge mood to the herd, and welcome to episode 15 of our Omnifactory playthrough. So in today's episode we are going to continue the work we started in the previous episode with our deep mob learning automation. The system's been running pretty well. I have added a few storage drawers in place to take the polymer clay as a buffer, and also to take the extraterrestrial matter, hellish matter, and overworldian matter. The polymer clay is currently sitting on the blue channel, and I've set up the cyan channel for all of the exports from the machines. The drawers have a priority of 1, and the machines have a priority of 2. I've also installed item filters for the loop fabricators to make sure that they only get the right items in. Not the most elegant of solutions, but it works for me right now. So the first step is to sort out our power situation. I've been hand feeding diamonds into the numismatic dynamo upstairs to try and get everything crafted, but now we need to get that automated. So all I've done is I've run some item conduits and vibrant energy alloy. Vibrant alloy energy conduits over to here, because this is where I'm going to be setting up our power supply. And the first thing I've built is a couple of vibrant capacitor banks. This is going to be our battery buffer for the whole setup. So I'm just going to install 2 here. As you can see, it's now taking power from the numismatic dynamo upstairs and charging it up. It's going to take a while because obviously there's just the one numismatic dynamo and it's burning through the diamonds as we speak. Now this is a multi-block of sorts, so you can add more of them to give. At the moment I've got a maximum output of 50,000 RF a tick. The more of these I add in, the more output I can have, and you can see we've got a storage of 50 million there. And I've given myself enough space that I could build a nice 3x3 if I wanted to. So the first thing I'm going to do is get, our numismatic dynamos, and just pop 2 here and here. And I've got my crescent hammer on me and just spin those round. So the excitation coils are facing into my cable. This will be the feed into the capacitor bank, and then that will go out via the cable at the bottom. And now I want to get a load of upgrades done. That's what I need. Right, first thing I'm going to add is the reinforced conversion kits. So we'll take them both up to reinforced level. We'll add our lapidary calibrations so we can actually start using the diamonds in it. So I need to put another one in there. Right, and I've got fuel catalyzers so we don't burn through the diamonds as quickly. The last thing I need to do is take, hopefully they're over here. They are. Some item conduits. Just connect this up. And we want to set these to insert on white, which is the channel I set for the export from the loop fabricator. And again, insert on white. Switch that off. And finally, just a shift left click on this to get access to the bottom. Redstone mode always active. As you can see, I've got a huge stack of diamonds already built up. So theoretically, these should now start filling with diamonds, which they have done, and you can see they're going around quite nicely. And we've got a lot of power coming in to our vibrant capacitor bank. Now the last step for me is to take my numismatic dynamo here. Pop it off. And we will then just get this one installed up here. There you are. Rotate you around and connect in our fluid conduit, item conduits. Insert on white. Just extract off. So now I have 3 numismatic dynamos, each outputting 6,250 RF a tick, which gives me 1800 RF, which is brilliant. It's also a bit superfluous because the maximum these can hold is 8,000. So I am going to have to think about upgrading these to the next tier. And looking at that, I believe that is the N-steel energy conduits, which is N-steel wire. N-steel wire is made from N-steel ingots, and N-steel ingots are dark steel ingots and N-stone dust. And N-stone dust is pulverizing N-stone. N-stone, finally, is sandstone, ender pearls, and extraterrestrial matter. So I have lots of ender pearls, I have extraterrestrial matter from our production, and sandstone is just 4 bits of sand together. So we can easily make that. The one thing it does need is an MV alloy smelter. So I will have to build one of those and start making those. So we'll probably do that in a future episode. But now my capacitor bank is charging up nicely. Hopefully everything is still powered on. It looks like it is. So it's time to move on to the next step. And that is to set up our more simulation chambers and our loop fabricators and a storage system of some kind. So let's just grab my chest and slowly walk upstairs. Pop. Done. Right. I was thinking about the setup for this, and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take my simulation chambers, and I've built 9, but I'm not going to use all 9 at the moment, primarily because I'm just going to set them up, but I'm only going to plug in the data models I've got here. We've got our original simulation chamber and loop fabricator, which will also be moved over. So, I think the first things first is I'll get my simulation chamber set up. Now what I've done should be about here. There it is. I've run some item conduits along here so that we can feed off of those. And what we'll do is we'll take myself a nice gap if that's going to be where I'm storing stuff too. So I think about here should be good. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably take out the floor along here. So I can get a nice row of 10 machines. We'll take our vibrant alloy energy conduits, of which I've just realised I'm going to need a lot more, so I will probably build some of those after we've got this set up. I'll just take our item conduits this. Can I do this? No. Trying to get the terminals ready, but I can do that from the underside, that's not a problem. And we'll take our simulation chambers, and I want them all facing this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so that's my 9. I need some more conduits to go up here and fit along the top. Because remember, you can only input from the top and output from the bottom. Okay, so that's them all set up. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here and I'm going to go get some more Vibrant Ally energy conduits. And when we're back, we'll complete this build. Okay, so I have made a stack of Vibrant Energy alloy conduits up, and I've just been running them all along here, connect it into the main circuit back here. And as you can see, all of our simulation chambers are now starting to power back up. So we've got our item conduits going along the bottom, we've got item conduits going along the top, and all our simulations chambers set up. So I'm going to quickly get our loop fabricators set up as well, and then we'll start pulling this all together. So same deal, I want a nice row of 10. That's about right. Run our energy conduits along. This will need to come up one, yes it will. There's my Yeta wrench. Grab that in a minute. Grab our item conduits, run those all along here. Now we'll get our loop fabricators popped down. Again, I want them facing me. Slot is for our existing one. I want some more item conduits at the top. Act as our inputs. Just disconnect this one. Okay, well that's that done and that done. So all looks very good, except it's not actually doing anything right now. So the next thing I want to do is to grab a draw controller, which I made earlier. Compacting drawers, I've got some standard drawers as well. Now I'm just going to pop the draw controller, let's just take an item conduit here. Enough? Yeah. Just going to put the draw controller here. And then I'm going to stack out our compacting drawers. Here. We'll leave like that. And then one thing I did do is make a key so that I can lock these drawers. Perfect. So we don't get just random stuff going in. Alright, now configuration time. So, in the top of all of these, I'm going to change the channel to insert on blue, because that is the channel for our pulsating polymer clay. You can see, well, should have started putting polymer clay in by now. Oh, it has. Insert on blue. Last but not least. Right, so eventually all of these should start receiving polymer clay. I can set the extract on the chest around robin. I might do that actually, because it's a single output, it should work. It's just going to do that quickly. Right, so you're now set to extract from there on round robin. They're all done very quickly anyway. Right, so they're all now set up. The next thing I want to do is we're going to need the pristine matter from these to output from the bottom and then input into the relevant machine here. And also the hellish matter and so forth. Now I've changed that channel to cyan. So what we'll do is I've got a load of item filters, my chest. So I need to have a think about what our outputs are going to be. So we've got the three drawers downstairs, which will be taking all of the extraterrestrial matter, hellish matter, and overworldian matter. These can't accept these anyway, but we want to limit what they can do. So if I change these channels to, I want to make sure that the ender pearls and diamonds don't go in here just yet. Sorry. Hey. Let's look at the pristine matter I already have. So I have blaze matter, spider matter, guardian matter, creeper matter. So they're the first three filters we'll get set up. One at a time. I don't really want to do this whole stack of blaze matter. Blaze matter. And that will go in here. Try and put all the filters in and do that. Spider matter. Yeah, okay. So let's get the filters put in first. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Just wonder why I was running that so quickly. Cool, that's exactly what I wanted. Right, so what we've got, we have blaze, spider, we'll do creeper in here, should be Guardian. Great, so now I'd say extract off, insert on cyan, 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 cyan. This filter isn't configured, so that should work fine now. And what I want to then do, so I've got 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 models I can put in. What we'll do under here is we'll take the first 4 machines. I do love this hook. We'll just say that we want to extract from cyan, always active, cyan, always active, extract from cyan, always active, and finally extract from cyan, always active. Should be then able to do, see if this works, is take our creeper, guardian, spider, and blaze, and we'll insert the blaze in here, creeper, spider, guardian, and let them do their thing. And if this works, the minute I get pristine matter, which is not that one, not that one, it should root. What I want to do is make these priority 2 actually, so they have precedence over everything else. Right, so we've got blaze matter already gone in there, which means that we can now set up our exports. Alright, so I can get sulfur dust and blaze rod. Aha, perfect, so copper. So I'm going to have to set an export channel to go to our storage drawers. So what do we want? Right, I want to do is, we're going to be insert on light grey. That seems like a good one to do. If we go downstairs, we can now configure our drawers to extract on light grey, always active, extract on light grey, always active, extract on light grey, always active, extract on light grey, always active. So if this works, and I'm hoping it does, take a copper ingot and just pop it into one of my compacting drawers. And now for this we go, I want you to be making copper. We now have 13, so there you go, that's working perfectly. Right, so have we got any others? Right, coal. Okay, so if I take some coal, pop that into a compacting drawer. Box of coal. So I want my creeper matter to turn into that. That should be, and it is, extracting, and yeah, this is working perfectly. Okay, so, well, that worked a lot better than I'd hoped. So between episodes, I think I will continue getting the model set up and getting my storage all sorted. We'll get the floor tidied up, etc. And now we should have plenty of polymer, and it's going to be interesting to see how the polymer clay setup holds when I've now got multiple models running. So that'll be interesting. The other thing that'll be interesting is how I get on power wise. Just have a quick look at our capacitor bank. Not draining that at all, which is brilliant. And we should still be getting, yeah, we are still making polymer clay. And we've still got a good buffer there. Yeah, so between episodes I'll get the rest of the configuration done for our deep mop learning. The setup I've got allows for a lot more expansion, hence the big amounts of gaps we've got everywhere else. And the other thing I'll probably do is get myself an MV alloy smelter, and I'll start making up some end cable, because I think the cables we've got for power at the moment are going to be a bottleneck. So I might get a load of those made up and some numismatic dynamos as well, so that we don't have to think about power for a while. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to give it a like. If you'd like to see more of these episodes, then please feel free to subscribe. Until the next episode, I wish you a very pleasant day. Goodbye.